Your Excellency, Dr. Catherine Sozi, UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator in Ethiopia, Your Excellency, Ambassador Fatala, Director General of the African Union Commission, Excellencies, Ambassadors, Heads of International Organizations present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Congratulations on our organization's day to all. It is indeed a pleasure for me to make this statement representing the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on this special day marking United Nations Day. It is our organization day. The founders of the United Nations charted a vision to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war and promote social progress and better standards of living for the peoples of the world. So far, the United Nations has not only managed to avert another catastrophic world war, it has also rendered and continues to render remarkable service to humanity. The UN has contributed to world peace by resolving the most intractable conflicts around the world. Its humanitarian workers have delivered life-saving assistance to vulnerable people in dangerous conflict zones, and its health workers deployed to the front line fighting pandemics. The staffs of the United Nations have indeed carried out their responsibilities with dedication, and our world is indeed a much better place thanks to the commendable efforts of the United Nations. We are not, of course, oblivious to the many challenges the UN is experiencing, as it is far from having realized the aspirations envisaged by its founders. In the face of unprecedented challenge marked by recurrent conflicts, pandemic, climate change-induced disasters, and attendant humanitarian emergencies, the UN is indeed under enormous pressure to safeguard the world. Therefore, the UN needs to adapt to the new global realities by undertaking institutional reforms to make the organization more dynamic and effective in achieving its mandates. It is also important for member states to reaffirm their faith in principles and purposes of the UN Charter, which remain relevant after 77 years of the founding of the organization. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ethiopia, as a founding member of the United Nations, remains faithful to the guiding principles of the UN Charter and proud of its significant contribution to world peace by participating in several UN peacekeeping operations. The government of Ethiopia is fully committed to the UN transformative agenda as set out in the Sustainable Development Goals, and we are committed to realizing the goals. Accordingly, the SDGs have been integrated into Ethiopia's 10-year economic development plan, which is under implementation. Furthermore, Ethiopia is also striving to realize green growth through generating renewable energy and the Green Legacy Initiative, which is part of our efforts to build a climate-resilient economy. This important initiative has already created a national movement aimed at raising the public awareness about the environmental degradation and remedial actions. Consequently, billions of tree seedlings have been planted nationwide over the last 4 years. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the government of Ethiopia is working closely with the UN team in Ethiopia in implementing the SDGs, and we commend the invaluable contributions of the UN team in Ethiopia in contributing to Ethiopia's development endeavors. I believe that this commemorative event will afford us the opportunity to reflect on and sensitize the ideals of the UN to create a peaceful, equitable, and safe world. In conclusion, let me seize this opportunity to wish UN country team a success and reaffirm Ethiopia's commitment to discharge its responsibilities and uphold the guiding principles of the Charter of the United Nations. Thank you very much.